even if I'm at the Diddy party, I'm there to tell. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm there to see who the is in here and what do y'all get from being in here.
The shocking allegations and federal trial involving Diddy are rocking the music industry like never before. But what started as rumors escalated into explosive accusations, revealing a dark side to one of hip-hop's biggest icons. And the recent testimony might just change everything you thought you knew. Long before the federal raid, comedian Katt Williams was sounding the alarm. In a viral January 2024 podcast, he claimed to have turned down millions to stay silent about Diddy's suspect activities. His blistering predictions about an impending reckoning were dismissed then, but recent events gave his words a chilling new meaning. March 2024 saw federal agents raiding Diddy's LA and Miami estates, uncovering bizarre items like thousands of bottles of baby oil and lube. These raids triggered a criminal case against Diddy, accusing him of racketeering, sex trafficking by force, coercion, and other grave charges that carry the risk of life imprisonment. The explosion began when Cassie Ventura accused Diddy of assault and abuse in late 2023, settling her civil lawsuit quickly but paving the way for the criminal case. A 2016 hotel security video showing Diddy violently attacking Cassie was admitted as key evidence, intensifying public scrutiny and fueling the prosecution's case. Katt Williams exposes the dark rumors. Long before the federal raid on Diddy's properties, Katt Williams was already dropping bombs. In a January 2024 interview on Shannon Sharpe's Club Shay Shay podcast, which quickly went viral with over 83 million views, Williams didn't hold back. He revealed that he had turned down $50 million 4 times to keep quiet about what he called the integrities and dark truths behind Diddy's empire. "'Cause P. Diddy be wanting the body, and you got to tell him no," he said, hinting at the disturbing nature of the events Diddy was allegedly involved in. Williams was basically warning the public about a dangerous side of the music industry many preferred to ignore. At the time, his claims sounded like wild rumors tangled in celebrity gossip, but the intensity and scale of the ongoing federal investigation have given his words new weight. Many now see Katt Williams as a whistleblower who tried to expose a snake in the grass when no one else dared to. His bold prediction that 2024 would be the year big names would face consequences started making headlines when Diddy was arrested in September. And what's truly shocking is how Williams kept the same energy, even joking about the materials seized in the raids, like thousands of bottles of baby oil, linking it to the so-called freak-off parties. They put drugs in the baby oil. "You think you'd be getting a massage? You can't even get up," he said. This blend of humor and hard-hitting truth has made people question who else in the industry might be hiding behind the scenes. And with the trial underway, lots of eyes are on Williams, who seems to have called it long before anyone else did. The federal raid and criminal charges. March 2024 saw federal agents raiding Diddy's LA and Miami estates, uncovering bizarre items like thousands of bottles of baby oil and lube. These raids triggered a criminal case against Diddy, accusing him of racketeering, sex trafficking by force, coercion, and other grave charges that carry the risk of life imprisonment. The discovery of these items sparked intense public speculation about what really went on behind the scenes at Diddy's properties. The charges filed are no joke: 5 counts including racketeering conspiracy, 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. These serious allegations outline a detailed pattern of criminal enterprise that prosecutors allege Diddy orchestrated over 2 decades. In preparation for trial, the prosecution lined up numerous witnesses ready to testify against Diddy, including Cassie Ventura, whose November 2023 lawsuit and disturbing video evidence added significant weight to the case. The defense team, made up of high-profile attorneys like Mark Anthony Agnifilo and Tinny Garagos, plans to argue during cross-examination that Ventura's relationship with Diddy involved mutual domestic violence rather than coercion, a claim the presiding judge has already viewed skeptically. Just days before the trial was set to begin in May 2025, Diddy rejected a plea deal from federal prosecutors, signaling his intention to fight all charges in court. Due to the nature of federal court rules, the trial itself is not being televised, but outlets like ABC News have launched daily coverage to keep the public informed. The trial, expected to run 8 to 10 weeks, will delve deeply into a web of allegations far beyond what the public initially understood, potentially reshaping the conversation about accountability in the entertainment industry. Cassie Ventura's lawsuit and viral evidence. The explosion began when Cassie Ventura accused Diddy of assault and abuse in late 2023, settling her civil lawsuit quickly but paving the way for the criminal case. A 2016 hotel security video showing Diddy violently attacking Cassie was admitted as key evidence, intensifying public scrutiny and fueling the prosecution's case. The footage caught him chasing her, dragging her to the floor, and kicking her while she was down. Diddy later dropped an apology video saying, "My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video." He claimed he was truly sorry for what he did, even though he'd been denying everything before the video leaked. Cassie's lawsuit was just the beginning of Diddy's problems. What followed was a tsunami of additional accusations, with many saying Cassie gave them the courage to speak their truth too. As of May 2024, legal filing shows 78 lawsuits filed against Diddy, with only a handful settled, dropped, or dismissed. This wave of allegations brought multiple victims into the spotlight, weaving a wider narrative of abuse and misconduct. The video evidence, combined with the courage of accusers like Cassie, dramatically shifted public perception and intensified the pressure on law enforcement and the courts. This case marks a turning point in holding influential figures accountable, and has opened the door for others to come forward. The viral nature of Cassie's evidence exposed a side of Diddy that many had suspected but few had proof of, making this piece of footage pivotal to the entire investigation. The all-white parties, glamour or ghoulish? Diddy's legendary all-white parties were once seen as the ultimate symbol of glamour and exclusivity, drawing Hollywood's A-listers and music industry heavyweights in sleek all-white outfits. These events started in 1998 at his East Hampton mansion, quickly becoming the hottest ticket in town. The vibe was pure luxury, with flaming torches, dancers, fireworks, and a strict dress code that made it clear, no blacks or beiges allowed. But behind the pristine whiteness of these gatherings, whispers of something darker began to creep in. What many didn't see was a world where the wild side of fame took a terrifying form. As the trial against Diddy unfolded, details emerged alleging these parties were more than just lavish celebrations. Victims have described them as sites of coercion, exploitation, and abuse, with a network of manipulation hidden in plain sight. Guests were pressured, sometimes forced, into participating in illegal and disturbing activities, including drug use and sexual performances that lasted for hours or even days. Security was tight, and cameras reportedly captured more than just innocent fun. The very environment meant to celebrate success is now painted as a grotesque facade that enabled some of the most unsettling abuses in the industry. This duality between glamour and ghoulishness has shocked the public, challenging long-held perceptions about the glitz and glam of celebrity culture. With over 100 complaints tied directly to these so-called white parties, the once celebrated events have become central to a reckoning about power and predation. The truth behind these all-white nights is far from the picture-perfect image many remember. The horrors of the freak-off parties. Beyond the white parties were the so-called freak-offs, wild, prolonged sex parties involving commercial sex workers, extreme drug use, and forced performances. Testimonies reveal how drugs were used to manipulate victims, with some forced to endure hours, even days, under this torment. The existence of secret video recordings also suggests a twisted layer of control and blackmail. Sobriety was rare at these events, as narcotics like methamphetamine and cocaine were in high demand. These substances were allegedly used not only to enhance performances, but also to ensure obedience, making it nearly impossible for participants to refuse or escape. Underage girls were reportedly invited, given spiked drinks, and coerced into participation. The parties often took place in heavily guarded locations, preventing outside interference and concealing the extent of abuse. Victims and insiders describe a systematic pattern of exploitation, with explicit sexual acts occurring continuously without the usual break seen in adult entertainment productions. Intravenous fluids were allegedly administered to performers to combat severe dehydration caused by continuous, intense activity and drug use. Many describe the environment as terrifying and dehumanizing, vastly different from any consensual or regulated adult performances. Moreover, secret footage of these freak-offs was reportedly recorded by Diddy himself, providing a means for manipulation and blackmail against participants who might challenge or expose the events. This disturbing documentary of abuse has been central to the federal criminal case, highlighting how deeply ingrained and organized the alleged misconduct was. For many, the horrors of these parties illustrate the darkest corners of power and exploitation in the music industry, where glamour and prestige mask unfathomable cruelty and control. Celebrities and industry figures caught in the crossfire. While some celebrities have condemned Diddy, others are implicated or connected in these allegations. Names like Jay-Z, Usher, and Justin Bieber surface with varying claims of involvement or association, intensified by lawsuits and social media speculation. This case exposes a disturbing network of power, influence, and silence in the entertainment world. Jay-Z and Diddy's relationship goes back decades, with their bond described as extremely tight. He's one of the few allowed to call Diddy by his given name. But a shocking lawsuit accused Jay-Z of serious misconduct at a 2000 after-party, which his legal team vigorously denied as baseless. Usher's connection to Diddy is complex, having lived with him during his early career, describing it as one of the hardest times of his life. Though he stopped short of exposing Diddy fully, he acknowledged the intense and often erotic environment around Diddy. Justin Bieber, introduced to Diddy's world at just 15, showed visible discomfort in recent footage with Diddy, raising concerns about the pressures young artists face. Other notable figures, like L.A. Reid, former Arista VP Drew Dixon, and various A-list stars are also entangled in lawsuits or accusations linked to Diddy's parties and empire. Some celebrities have denied any wrongdoing or association, while others remain silent as investigations continue. The scale and reach of these allegations unveil a chilling picture of how power structures in Hollywood and the music industry may enable exploitation and cover-ups. This unfolding drama forces us to question the celebrity culture and the price of fame in an industry where silence often shields secrets. The trials start, and what lies ahead. As jury selection wraps up in May 2025, all eyes turn to the courtroom, with anticipation building, for what promises to be one of the most watched trials in recent history. The prosecution and defense are gearing up to battle it out, each side ready to lay out their narrative to the world. Diddy's legal team, stacked with high-profile attorneys, plans to challenge the credibility of key witnesses, particularly Cassie Ventura, who is expected to provide crucial testimony. The defense aims to paint their client as a misunderstood entrepreneur, denying all allegations of coercion and exploitation, highlighting claims of mutual domestic violence instead. Meanwhile, the prosecution is set to present a powerful case built on years of investigations, supported by damning evidence including videos, witness statements, and seized materials from federal raids. The stakes are incredibly high, with charges that could potentially lead to life imprisonment. This trial is more than just about one man. It symbolizes a shift in the entertainment industry's reckoning with abuse and accountability. The testimonies expected to unfold will reveal hidden layers of power, control, and disturbing exploitation that many had never dared to expose before. As the opening statements begin immediately after jury selection on May 12, 2025, the courtroom will become a key battleground to set the tone for the trial. Legal experts and the public alike will be closely watching every moment, eager to see what new revelations surface. The outcome of this trial could send shockwaves throughout the music world, reshaping how allegations of misconduct are addressed in the future. It may encourage more victims to come forward, inspire systemic change, or possibly deepen skepticism about the justice system's ability to hold powerful figures accountable. In either case, this trial is a turning point, one that will echo far beyond the walls of the courtroom. Diddy's trial is more than a celebrity scandal. It's a groundbreaking reckoning for the entertainment industry, revealing how power can breed corruption behind the scenes. What unfolds in court may change how we view fame, influence, and justice. Will the truth finally come to light, or will the elite escape unscathed? Stay tuned as this gripping saga continues to unfold. The allegations and testimonies have exposed not just one man's actions, but a systemic culture of silence and exploitation. This case raises hard questions about the price of fame, and who gets to hold the power when the spotlight is too bright. For victims of abuse, it represents hope that justice is possible even when facing the most powerful figures. For the industry, it is a reckoning that could lead to lasting change in how misconduct is addressed and prevented. The coming weeks will be crucial, with every witness and piece of evidence potentially shifting the narrative. Whether Diddy faces conviction or acquittal, the ripple effects of this trial will be felt for years. It challenges us all to rethink our heroes, the culture that enables wrongdoing, and the courage needed to bring dark truths into the light. No matter what happens, this trial will be remembered as a pivotal moment, a test of accountability, the power of voices long silenced, and a call for a safer, more just entertainment world.